Alright guys, it's happening. We're getting the Spinosaurus. Ah, there's a little cricket walking by. That is right, everyone. Welcome to Create Dinos, episode 34, where it's finally gonna happen. We're gonna hatch the Spinosaurus. Like, we're not gonna hang around or anything. I'm gonna go and grab it right now. The dinosaur, which has been buried in a chest since episode 2 off on this island. And not only are we going to hatch this dinosaur today, but also I plan on raising it up to adulthood and doing a nice little viewing building here. That's just because it's gonna take a long time. So like, I kind of need something to do whilst I'm waiting around for it to grow up as well. And right, so if I go and put it down, let's go right here and taking a look, you are warm. Okay, and you've got a little bit of time until you hatch. I should probably remove this staircase. And whilst that egg is warming up to hatch, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go and get some food for this thing. So right, hello cow. I am going to need some beef. And right, it should all come up here. Yep, there we go. Now, right, I know that was a little irresponsible. I just went and left the egg completely on its own and stuff. But in theory, that should take quite a while to hatch. Right, and here we go. We've got the little egg dance and stuff. So it should hatch any second now. Come on, this is taking a weirdly long time. Hello? You have an interesting color scheme. You look so weird. You look so dumb. I love it. Oh, this is cool. It's like, it's actually a scientifically accurate one, not just like the ones that you see in the movies and everything. This is cool. I immediately like this. And right, so of course right now you're not going to be tamed because you're an apex predator and we need to wait until it grows up to an adult to do that. But the thing is, I'm not actually sure how old it needs to get. Okay, wait, never mind. It's right here on the wiki. Okay, so 12 Minecraft days. How long is that? That is 240 minutes. So I need to raise this thing up over about 4 hours. And you know what? That is perfectly fine. That is plenty of time for me to go and build some other stuff. So right, speaking of building, let's go and get to that. As I said, I would like to put some sort of building here. Basically, a building dedicated to the Spinosaurus, and we can put a bunch of information about it, and it acts as a nice viewing area. And the idea which I have for this building is very similar to the taco restaurant that we have over here. Basically, a nice curved design with a wide window, and probably doing something very similar with this, like, cordiates wood here, where it slopes down nicely, it's a nice color and everything, and it's got a little overhang over the back. So essentially, imagine this sort of look, but bigger. That's the kind of idea that I want to go with it and stuff. However, it's not going to be a full semicircle like we have planned out here, because essentially I would like to cut out sort of the first half of the semicircle as well. Yeah, this is really difficult to try and explain in words and stuff, but essentially, like, we have a quarter of a circle here. Now imagine just cutting a quarter of a circle out of it as well. So some of it's gonna be outside. And the reason why I want to do something like that is because we can do a very similar thing to what we've got in the Innovation Center over here. Because if you remember, if we go and take a biofossil and stuff and we just put it on the ground, we get a random dinosaur. And if we just go and do this over and over again, eventually we're likely to get a Spinosaurus. Oh, just like that. Now, annoyingly, that is in the wrong place, so I can't use it. But essentially, I want to put a Spinosaurus here and then, like, scale it up so we have a nice large skeleton. It will look really cool on display, hopefully. Also, on a side note, where's the Spinosaurus gone? Oh gosh, right, you are down here. You are going to be an issue until you grow up. You really like hiding. Never mind when you start going to kill me and stuff. That's gonna be its whole other issue. But yeah, for now, I think what I want to do is I want to actually build this. Because, as I've said, I've got like 4 hours until this thing grows up and stuff. So yeah, there's plenty of time. So with all of that said, let's get to work quickly. back. It's been about 2 days in real life and only about 7 days in game, which is a little weird to think about. I've just had less time to play on here recently. Our Spinosaurus is about 6 or 7 days old. I'm not entirely sure. And interestingly, it is really easy to lose this thing. It blends in really well with the water to a point where you really don't expect it. And yeah, here it is. Currently 6 days old, perfectly full and everything. Like, it's healthy, it's good. It just likes hiding in the water though, and it makes it incredibly difficult to spot it a lot of the time. But no, I'm back here to say we've done some work on the building here and stuff, and I do quite like it. It's looking quite nice right now, although I feel like I need something on the outside. Maybe it'll be fine once I put bushes in. But essentially, we've got exactly what I said, like the nice building and a courtyard out front and stuff with the Spinosaurus skeleton, which I really love the look of. But you can come around here and head into the building and stuff, and of course you've got the nice glass viewing area. I really love the look of this. It's got the exact feel that I wanted. But also, the other thing which I've done here, I've just gone and put a bunch more skeletons here as decoration. Like, they're just really useful, and I don't use them that often. So there's just a bunch of dinosaur skeletons here. They're not a Spinosaurus. It doesn't entirely make sense, but it just looks cool. And also, fun fact, there is one less skeleton on this side because basically the Diplodocus tail takes up all of the space over here meant for another one. But no, the reason why I am back is because I'm not entirely sure what to do. Like, I need to do an interior for this building. However, I'm not really sure what it should look like and stuff, because at the end of the day, it's just a viewing area. Like, quite often, they just have benches and, like, nothing else. So I don't know what sort of decorations I could put in here and stuff. Plus, when you come outside as well, I've got the exact same issue. Like, I should probably touch up the terrain around here and stuff, but, like, I don't know what to put here. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Where's the Spinosaurus gone again? Like, it's disappeared and I keep losing sight of it. There it is. So yeah, basically, I'm back here to say, like, I need to work on stuff. I'm just not entirely sure what stuff to work on. Because also, of course, I've got to do stuff that's in this local area and stuff. Otherwise, the Spinosaurus isn't going to be loaded and then it's just not going to age up. Now, of course, there is still a bunch of stuff on Main Street and everything that we haven't exactly worked on in a while. Like, there's this sign which I have forgotten to move so many times. And of course, like, maybe I could start putting some stuff over here to sort of cover up the entrance to our little, like, industrial bit, I guess you could call this. But honestly, I think something which I might need to work on around here as well is the terrain and stuff, because, like, remember how we cleared all of this, which was kind of going to be as a nice entrance way? Yeah, like, what happened to that? We've just got a hole in the mountain here. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that, like, I might do some terraforming for a bit. Not necessarily right here where, like, I could do with doing some, but it's not too essential. No one's really gonna see over here much. But, like, I'm also wondering about terraforming over here and everything, like, around this sign to make a nice little decoration for the entrance to the aquatic area. Maybe some stuff here as well. And of course, I guess, like, worst case scenario or something, we just kind of clear away some of this stuff. I mean, like, what is all of the junk that is currently around here? So yeah, I think I'm gonna get to work on stuff like that and everything. I just wanted to pop back in and give you guys an update on the Spinosaurus. Are you now 7? No, it's still 6. So yeah, let's get to work. Okay, so I'm not sure why, but the second set of 6 days felt much quicker. And that is right, guys. I am pretty sure the Spinosaurus is 12 days old. Now, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't checked with the Dinopedia and stuff, but, like, it does look different, and I don't remember it having the little crest on top of its head last time I checked. So, like, just based purely off of looks, I am pretty sure this guy is now fully grown. Yep. Well, I mean, it went much better than the Mosasaurus, I guess. The Mosasaurus took like 4 attempts. This guy, he's the first. I mean, like, he is quite literally the first dinosaur. He was the first egg, which we just went and buried because we weren't ready for a Spinosaurus. But anyway, so that is not really my concern right now. I want to show you guys what I've done. So, first of all, we can actually go and show you as we leave the enclosure over here and stuff. I have replaced the bit of the wall that was missing, and I've put some doors here. That's just because I need a way in and out of that enclosure that isn't going to lead to me having to jump the wall each time. Because, to put it simply, if I can jump the wall, so can the Spinosaurus. So, you know, it might be best if we just don't have that as a possibility. Coming up here to our little Spinosaurus viewing area, though, as you can see, I've gone and put all of the leaves here, and I've also done this stuff with, like, the stone tablets from Fossils and Archeology. I just think they act quite nicely as decoration and stuff. Now, annoyingly, they don't quite act like paintings. They're not as predictable. So it means that if I want to get, like, a 2x1 sort of vertical thing here, I can't just block that off and then put the stone tablet in, because sometimes it just gives you a 1x1 still. And I don't know if there's a different 2x1 in the thing, but like I was placing these for a while and I could only get this sort of gold bull kind of thing. And there are definitely some different 2x2 variants. The one thing is I didn't want to have one that was broken. I wanted all of the fully repaired ones here. So yeah, I'm annoyed that these are identical, but I don't really know what else I can do with them. As for the inside, all I have done is I've gone and put these leaves up at the top, which you'll notice is very reminiscent of what we've got over in the restaurant over here. Okay, Freecam is way too slow. And I've also gone and put some dark oak wood here as like some little benches that you can just kind of like, you know, rest on. These are quite common if you go to anywhere with a bird hide. And we're just kind of mimicking it with a Spinosaurus here. Look, he's still over there, just likes chilling in that corner for some reason. Oh yeah, and also we've got these paintings here. Now, these are custom paintings, which I didn't know existed. I assume it's part of Fossils and Archeology. It might actually be part of a different mod that's in this mod pack. But essentially, when I place down these paintings, I can choose what I want to go here. And there's a bunch of new ones. I didn't know these were in here. Oh, that's a really cool one. It's like, I did not know that these were in here. I just went to go and put down a normal painting or something, expecting to get one of these two. And no, there's just a bunch more. So I've gone with these two because these are kind of our color scheme. This one's a skeleton, so, you know, archaeology and stuff. And snakes, well, maybe there's some facts about snakes here, I don't know. Snakes, dinosaurs, they're close enough. One's got legs, one hasn't. That's the only difference. But probably the most significant change you will notice is I've finally done it. I've fixed the sign. And also, I've added some decoration around it. And genuinely, I really like how this looks and stuff. It's my very basic terrain method again and stuff, but like, it works. It looks good. And what's nice is it basically means like we can put a building here or something, or maybe another enclosure, or just continue the cliff face across, and either way it's going to look good, and it's very easily extendable. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's just a simple little change and stuff, but like we can very easily link it to whatever else we choose to put in this area, and that I think is now everything. And I think you guys know what's going to come next. I mean, like, we have been growing up the Spinosaurus. It is now fully grown. It's been 12 days, and like, as you know, if you've been watching the series and stuff, we've got some scarab gems. So, like, I think you know what we're about to do, right? You know what the next step in our park is going to be. We are finally going to tame the Spinosaurus. However, that is an issue for next episode, so thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, we'll do that soon. And this one's gonna be a fight on land, probably, so it's probably gonna be harder than the Mosasaurus.